Today is Monday, March 24th, 2025. My name is Luther Wilson III, and in this video, I want to reintroduce myself and talk a little bit more about who I am and what I do for those that don't know. All right, so my focus is on real estate. I'm an entrepreneur, and I've been doing that since about 2011. It's when I got real serious about it. And since then, I've been on this journey as a real estate pro, working primarily for real estate investors, working with real estate investors, and then on occasion, doing your traditional real estate sales and referrals, that sort of thing. All right. And so today, what I focus primarily on with Upside Property Services is just a small Kansas City based real estate brokerage. It's just me for now. I'm part of an amazing group. I'm part of a network, and we're able to accomplish a lot in the real estate space. And so a lot of what I do, I can dish off or refer to someone else who can handle it, and I can focus on what it is that's my main thing, which today is basically helping investors either with a property or with their money somehow. Okay, and so early on, I was focused mostly on finding deals, off-market deals that needed work, mostly single-family homes in and around Kansas City, and then eventually got into property management, and then kind of went from there as I gained experience and learned about, not just real estate, the real estate investing, but how to manage it, how to run the operations of a real estate investing business, because that's essentially what we do. Is today most what I focus on is talking with investors. They either have capital that they want to invest or place, and there's a number of ways that I can help them do that. Or someone has a property that they, need assistance with somehow. And then besides that, like, again, there's the everyday buying and selling that people do. And most of that I refer out to, okay? And I refer out to other people in my network, okay? And so I know if you've been tracking and seen my stuff out there, you see that I have done a lot of creative financing and seller finance transactions, especially over the last 2 or 3 years. That's really picked up, but that's a relatively small percentage or small portion of what me and my partners in my team do, okay? So again, a lot of it is based on investment properties and real estate investors or capital investors, depending on how you look at it. And so my role in what I've done and what I do over the years has changed, and it's evolved as the market has shifted and evolved. And how I operate with my team and so forth has needed to shift as well. And so I would encourage y'all, if you're interested in real estate in one way or another, tap in with us. If you're interested in placing capital or in investing it in some manner, plug in with us, okay? Like I said before, a big thing that I'm doing now, more so than I have been before, is just consulting and talking with investors about how we can serve them, okay? And I don't necessarily I don't consider ourselves a one-stop shop, because that's not really what it is, and that seems to be overrated, okay? There's really just a few things that we do, and at the end of the day, since we are investing in real property, what we do is helping people to place that capital effectively, efficiently through real estate. And it could not only be just investing in the real property, but it's also doing lending. Private mortgages ties in with seller financing, what I mentioned before. Besides assisting, people with placing their capital in real estate investments, real estate loans, real estate businesses, the rest of my time essentially is on operations. Asset management, is plugged in, or it's tied to the operations. You got property management, which is part of the operations, and then there's other things that are part of operating a firm that places capital via real estate. And so all along the way, since even before 2011, but 2011 is when I really got serious about it. I partnered with a buddy of mine, and we set out to find deals, to do wholesaling, to find off-market distressed opportunities. And then we, from there, I realized there's definitely more to it, and there's more I want to learn. And if I want to eventually grow my real estate investing business and my real estate portfolio, there's going to be some other things that I got to figure out. And so besides just the deal finding, there was the leasing and the sales, of course. And then you got property management, and then you got the renovation and construction aspects of the business too, because a lot of the transactions, a lot of the properties that me and my partners, or me and a client work through, are properties that need work. And so those are the key things that, again, it's not just all on me. I work very closely with a number of different service providers and other real estate agents. So depending on the person who needs assistance with either their money or their opportunity or their property, I can connect with them and figure out, I can take this one on by myself, or hey, I'm gonna refer it to my mom, who's also an agent, or I might refer it to my friend who's a property manager, and we'll be able to kind of facilitate and help that individual or whoever is involved through that process. So I did an intro before, and I kind of wanted to add to it and update it, hence this video here, because I'm not doing the same things that I was before. I'm not doing third-party property management. I'm more so selective now on the opportunities and the investor clients that I take on. And a lot of that is because it's a different ballgame. But as I mentioned before, it's gotten a little bit more challenging, and I want to make sure that we're providing valuable service, and we're standing by our word, and what we say that we do, we're going to do our best to do it. And if we can't do it, we're going to figure out how we can get you squared away so you can get it done, type of thing. And so we got to be a little more cautious. We are being a lot more mindful of risk, keeping our exposure low, minimizing our exposure, and limiting our risk is a huge thing that I'm helping my clients and my capital investors do, so that when they do put money into an opportunity or a property, that the odds of them getting it back out, plus them making profits, however that looks, whether it's short-term or long-term, the odds of them being able to do that successfully are that much greater, because we got high prices still, and higher interest rates still, and things seem to be moving at a little bit different pace right now. And we got to see how the chips fall this first quarter and the rest of the year. And then we can kind of determine, as we're moving forward, how to continue to move efficiently and strategically. All right. So that's a huge thing, beyond the sales and the renovations and the management, beyond the properties. It's serving our clients and making sure that what they're involved in is good. And for most of it, it's for the long term. Again, tap in with us. I'm real big on education, inspiration, and collaboration. We're here in the Kansas City area, and I'm happy to shop with you and have a strategy session and see how we might be able to assist you. Okay, so that's it for today. I appreciate your time. Peace.